Hello, everyone. Well, sorry about the cough. I finally got myself a Bolens villa. I don't remember if it was 8, 10, 12 years ago or more. I saw on Craigslist an advertisement for someone in St. Cloud, Minnesota that had one of these for sale. And it was for sale for $600. And I remember I emailed the seller and he wasn't going to budge on price. I don't think I ever did. I don't think I knew that these were ever made before seeing that ad. I believe the same person also had a video on YouTube, a very short video of it on YouTube. And, well, I bought this one from a guy west of Faribault, Minnesota on Saturday. I think Saturday, March 26th, the year 2022. And he says he bought this one from a guy up in St. Cloud, Minnesota. So it might be that same one. I don't know. I have not seen it run. It's missing the belt that goes from the mower deck back to the engine. I don't know what length of belt. I'm guessing it's a 1/2-inch belt. He said it needs a battery. The engine does turn over. He said he replaced the coil because a mouse had gained residence under the tins of the engine, putting all kinds of gunk in there. But I mean, when I bought this on Saturday, this is my literally the first time I've seen one of these up in person. I need to put a seat clip on the end of that axle shaft there because the wheel started coming off as I rolled it down the ramps. This one, I believe, darn, I don't know if it's a 30-inch cut or a 33. I think there was a 933 model. There also was a model with a 2-blade mower deck on it. And but it has a transmission on it just like this one. When I went to pick it up, it was the seller and 3 of his buddies there just shooting a breeze and stuff, and the one guy says, well, I got an extra transmission that's the same. You want to, I'll sell it for $25. And I said, sure. And I followed him another 5 miles in the same direction I was going once this was loaded up. But it's got a hitch on the back. It's got counterweights. Looks like it has a cable type steering system. Must have been, I don't know, 10 years ago on Craigslist. I bought a Deutz Alice, the same as a Simplicity Sunrunner. You know, very similar design, homeowner grade mower, riding mower, rear steer with the drive wheels up front and the mower deck out front. I bought one of those really cheap and I parted it out. I still have the rear axle from it. I think I still have the drive axle from it. I sold some of the parts on eBay. I sold the mower deck. But I believe decades ago, it must have been 70s or 60s, or maybe even the 50s, Bolens made a mower like this that was like gold color, but it was even shorter, even tinier than this one. But it was, you know, a deck out front, then the drive axle, then the rear wheel steered. I've seen pictures of those, but I'm curious. I I could even put a blade. I could put a blade on the front of this thing and plow the sidewalk with it. I don't know that I want to ever get back into clearing snow off of driveways in the wintertime. I did that years ago, on and off, and it was just a pain. Even with coveralls on, it's just a pain to sit on a riding mower with no heat on, with the wind blowing in my face and clearing a driveway, especially when you get a customer that's also a pain. I had one of those the last time I did it, quite a few years ago. But yeah, it looks like this, thing's probably about 30 to 32 inches wide, but I'm missing, I think there is a piece. Put the light down here. I think there's a piece right here that is missing, that's needed for holding the mower deck in the tilted up position. The casters do turn around. This one looks like it might have been bent back at one point, but anyway, the blade spindle turns. The guy said it runs. He replaced the coil when he discovered the mouse nest under the engine tins, but I believe I do have a brochure for this somewhere in my mess of paperwork, and I believe I also have the parts listing diagram. I think I bought both of them through eBay. I should find them and post videos of them on another YouTube video. Here, let me take this cover off. Put my trouble light over here. Just the little rubber straps and the and this fiberglass. I think it's fiberglass. Well, maybe the plastic thing comes off. It's got a crack back here. Looks like someone tried to fix that up here. Then there's the engine cover right there. It's got an 8-horse Briggs. I've seen pictures online where there's other models that had 11-horse engine on them. So that's probably the model that had the 2-blade mower deck on. But I only paid, let me get this out of the way. I only paid $200 for this thing. This tire has a slow leak in it. And for the people who know me, I know family members watch these videos here and there. I'm still getting rid of more stuff. I've been I'm kind of like I got a hoarding tendency that runs through my blood. But I've been changing. Oh, it looks like that rear bumper can unbolt, but anyway. Wow, that rear axle. Is that rear axle solid? Oh, wow. Hey, that rear axle is solid. Look at that. Okay, the rear axle is basically a weight. Look how thick that is. It looks like it's cast iron. Wow. I got engines sitting around. I got a 16-horse Vanguard V-twin. I got a 16-horse Kohler V-twin vertical. I just sold another 16-horse Kohler V-twin vertical, about a week and a half ago. I don't think it would clear. I don't think the engine cover back there would clear it, but then I got a Kohler 15 horsepower single cylinder engine with about 1,100 hours on it that runs beautifully that I could put on this. But anyway, Anyway, so it's got this transmission, 5-speed transmission. I got to get a battery for it. Oh, that's one of those little motorcycle batteries. Anyway, this will be a toy, but I literally, you know, I literally might just find a blade to put on the front of it. I might, I don't know, or even make one. I could make one. Let me lift this thing up. Yeah, I think there's a piece missing at the bottom, like I showed earlier, at the bottom for that to like latch so it holds the mower deck up like that. This deflector here kind of sticks out. I think I might just unscrew, take the wing nuts off and take it off, and then just have the deflector sitting up here because it kind of gets in the way for loading this thing up and unloading it. But I mean, you know, seriously, for winter duty, well, as long as it runs good in the winter time, you know, I could get some snowblower, snow hog tires and put on there, because that's a looks like a 16 by 6.58 tire. And I know they made snow hog tires like that. On the front of my Toro 520 Xi, I put X-Track type snowblower tires on it. They're only 2-ply. I've been disappointed with them. I got tubes in them. I don't know if it would be worth it swapping them over to these wheels. But anyway, it's just some ideas, but it'll be cool to see it run. I will post more videos of it once I get it running and get to know it, but I you know. Also, I started the Facebook page, the Bolens Villa Facebook page. I started that, I don't know what year was that, 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. And I get a few people posting. I probably get 10 or so people posting per year. There's one guy down north of Chicago replied that he has one for sale for $250. And I says, well, that's a long drive, and I don't need a second one of these right now. Another guy down by, I think it was Omaha, Nebraska, had one for sale. I don't remember how much he wanted for it, but that's a long drive, and well, I don't need a second one right now. I got my Toro garden tractors. I got 3 of them right now. I'm probably going to be selling one or maybe 2 of them. But anyway, it's just a cute little riding mower that I've been fascinated with ever since I saw pictures of it on Craigslist however many years ago. But anybody watching, you know, I'd like to pick up some extra wheels. Do you know if is that a common Bolens wheel, or is that a wheel that's common to other riding mowers? You know, an 8-inch rim, maybe with probably a 3/4-inch shaft, I'm guessing. But anyway, yeah, that one's got a snap ring on it. This one's missing the snap ring, but engine doesn't look too bad. Engine does, I can't crank it over, but I'll use it for mowing grass here and there. I got a lot of grass to mow on the property here. But anyway, well, please, anybody, please reply. I really don't know much about these since I just bought this one 3 days ago. But it's got a nice suspension seat on it. You sit on it and it tilts back. It's got a spring, so hopefully the ride's pretty good. You know, with such a short wheelbase, you would want a ride that's really soft. I noticed that this thing doesn't, the rear steering doesn't turn really tight. Let me turn the steering wheel here. It doesn't turn really tight. You know, I still have the rear axle from the Dutz Alice version of, you know, like a Sunrunner, and that one turns a lot sharper than this one. But it has smaller wheels and tires on it. But anyway, I don't know. I get a mower and I want to modify it. I want to tinker with it. I don't think they made any of these with a hydrostatic transmission. I still have hydrostatic drive system from the last Toro 117 Groundsmaster that I bought in the summer of 2020. I don't have the front axle. I do have the rear axle, the hydrostatic drive, the steering tower on a mower deck from that one. But I did sell the engine and some other parts, and I actually made a little bit of money on that one. But yeah, this is neat. Bolens Villa. Bolens Villa. There's got to be some kind of ID sticker on it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe like, you know, made in Sweden. I've done a Google search and I come up with Stiga. Some of the replies are for a Stiga Villa. And I think those are made in Sweden. I don't know. Some of them have like a yellow engine cover or a red engine cover, and I think a few of them were actually made four-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken. But this thing is far from four-wheel drive. But the chain down there goes down to a differential axle. Like a lot more riding mowers were made that way years back. You know, with going down to just an axle with a differential and a sprocket and going out to two wheels. And but anyway, well, I've been yakking. I'm at 18 and a half minutes on this, but once I get it running, I'll post another video of it, and I will probably link the videos to the Facebook Bolens Villa page that I run. But yeah, this thing is so cute. What a neat mower. Well, anyway, I gotta move things around and open up the barn door, and I gotta unload 2 Sears tractors in here. A friend of mine gave me 2 Sears tractors that was sitting on his mom and dad's property that he needed gone. And I was going to strip the transaxles and the engines off of them and haul the frames away and sell the engines and transaxles, maybe bring in a little bit of money. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have a lot of other videos on a lot of other topics, garden tractors, Lyme disease, Stillwater Bridge, Ford Rangers, this and that and everything. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.